Good morning, everyone. It's Kathy, and I'm here for a quick tutorial on making the base for the Meander journal that I showed you all in my last video. So let me remind you all what a Meander journal is. And I was inspired by Susie LaFont from Cloth, Paper, Scissors book. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It's called a meander journal because it meanders like a river. Open it up, and it's an accordion style book. And it keeps opening. Whoops, I went the wrong way. There we go. And the last opening is down here. And then you can turn it over. We'll open it the other way. And, whoops, I always forget which way to open it. It has so many openings. And you have a whole nother side to look at. I want to make sure you get to see it all. There we go. So that's our Meander journal. Put that back in, it fell out. Okay, so I'm going to show you today how to do the base. This will be part one. Then I'll give you some tips on when you start to decorate it. But first, let's get started with the base. Let me fold this back up. And I have to say, this was such a fun journal to make. The first thing you'll need a 12 by 12 piece of heavy cardstock. This is probably 110 pound. That would be a good weight. If you don't have the heavy ones, you can use a lighter cardstock, but you might have to glue two pieces together to make it a little sturdier because of the fact that you constantly have to bend it and to open it and unfold it. Okay, you'll also need a scoreboard, and you'll need scissors and some glue today. So we're going to put our paper in the scoreboard, and we're going to score it at 4 and 8 inches. Four and 8. We're going to turn it once, and we're going to score it again at 4 and at 8. Okay. You can put your scoreboard aside for a moment. And what you have is you have a paper that has 9 squares in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a few of the squares, and I'll tell you what those squares that we're cutting out will be. If we look at put our paper face down, we have square 1, square 2, square 3, square 4, square 5, 6, square 7, 8, 9. You're going to cut out square 4 and 5 and square 7. You're going to cut out 4, 5, and 7 with your scissors. And we're going to do that right away. And I'm careful. The first square I'm cutting out is the bottom, and I can leave it just as a square. But be careful with the next two, the 4 and 5 position. You want them to stay attached. So don't cut up here. Keep them attached. And to make that a little easier to cut, I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to try to stay on that line as good as I possibly can. And I didn't do such a good job, but that's okay. Okay, so I end up with something like this, along with 2 squares attached and a separate square. So with this one, I'm going to cut out about 1 inch. And I'm just going to eyeball it. Put the other piece aside. And on this one, I'm going to try to make it a little straighter. I'm going to take my scoreboard and I'm going to score it right in half. I made it a little over, so I'm going to score it at 3/4. But if you did put it at 1 inch, then score it at the 1/2 inch, okay? It's not really important. You don't have to be fussy with it. And then I'm going to just fold it in half. Whoop. Now what you need to do is take your glue. And what we're doing is we're going to attach this at the bottom. Because in my meander journal, it meandered a little longer than our 12-inch paper. So I'm going to attach this with glue so that we can attach those pieces together. Try to stick this on without covering the fold line, because you still want it to be able to fold back and forth. And this side. There you go. So now this is what it looks like. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares. Now, here's where you have a choice. You can leave it just like this without sewing it, but you want to fold it first. And let me show you how we fold it. If you look at a position number 1, square number 1, you want to fold that so that 1 touches 2. And this will be our front cover. So fold it so 1 touches 2, 1 touches the front of 2, 2 touches the back of 3, 3 touches 4, 4 touches the back of 5, 5 touches 6, 6 touches the back of 7, and 7 touches 8. Okay? Let's do that one more time. There we go. Okay. So you want this one, you fold in. 2, you fold to the back of 3. 3, you fold to the front of 4. 4, you fold to the back of 5. 5, you fold to the front of 6. 6, you fold to the back of 7. 7, you fold to the front of 8. And there you have your journal. Now, the next step, and this is the optional part, I started to say it a minute ago, is you can take this to your sewing machine to reinforce the folds and take a zigzag switch, zigzag stitch, and stitch on either side of the fold line all the way around. And let me show you on one that I've already done. Okay, I stitched on either side of the fold line. And it's going to help reinforce it. You don't have to do that. but I would recommend it. But don't worry about it if you don't have a machine, okay? Alrighty. Now, so I'm going to replace this with mine that I had. Okay, and let me talk a minute. This is the base. That's all you need to do for the base. What you also want to do when you decorate is take another, which is what I did when I made this, take another piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, patterned, and cut it into 4 by 4 squares, and you'll have 9 of them. And then you can use that when you're decorating, which is what I did. You can use it to make pockets and such by gluing them together. But just some tips if you're going to go ahead and start decorating it before our next tutorial. You want to decorate it when it's open like this, so that all your decorating goes in one direction. So for example, this is going to be page 1 of your journal. This is going to be the cover. First thing you want to do is decorate the cover, which is what I did here. I decorated the cover first. Then you open it, and you want to decorate these. Now, if I just went along and did it as it was folded, what would happen would be I would decorate this, and I'd have a nice cover. I'd decorate this and this, and then I might open it up and decorate here. But then I'd realize that really is the back of the journal. So I don't want to do that. I want to decorate here and here. And then I want to decorate all of this in a face-up position. Otherwise, you're going to have a messed up journal. So again, when you're decorating your journal, open the whole thing up and decorate each individual page and the cover. So you're going to decorate, 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 all in the same position. And then this one is going to be the cover for the back side. So let me show you how I did that. My stuff keeps falling out. That's not good. I have to fix that. Okay, so I decorated everything going up, up, up. Then my cover of my second one, I decorated the same way. And I put a top pocket in it, a full-length pocket. Then when I open it up, I'm going to open it up like this. Now, as you can see, there's a mistake I made because I did not turn it over and decorate everything in the face-up position like I should have. So I made a mistake. I should have had this going the other direction. Okay, do you understand what I mean? But I didn't. So I did everything else correctly, but I didn't do that correctly. So again, on the other side, you want to decorate it so everything's going in the direction that you want it to go. Okay? And we can close this one up. Okay, so go ahead and give it a try if you'd like. Our next video will, if you'd like, I'll decorate with you. That would be fun. But for now, just get your base made, sew it if you'd like. If you don't sew it, that's okay. Anyway, so have a good day. Thanks, bye.